Most of us do things and don't realize the consequences from that. We just do it because we've done it. Years ago, when I had my little pug run around the office, we had treats in different places. And somehow we ended up moving a little treat jar to the front desk area. Well, pretty soon, RJ the pug figured out, not only can I get people to give me treats in the PT bay and in the treatment room, but I can also get them up front. So next thing you know, he'd recognize the people who were treat givers, and he'd run up to the front, either bark, kind of whine, shake their hand, rub up against him, who got a treat there. He'd get in the PT bay and he'd get in the treatment room. And then he'd work in reverse on the way back out to make sure he got treats on the way there. So by putting the treat jar up front just to make it easier on a couple people to not walk to the back and give treats, he ended up triple dipping throughout the entire day. And he was eating way too many treats very, very quickly. A simple unintended consequence. Well, we have unintended consequences with our job, our home activities, sitting at a desk and computer. It's not as physically active as working outside and shoveling dirt, but it puts stress and strain on the body. That years and years of sitting at a desk with maybe not great posture, those unintended consequences start add up in chronic neck, back pain, maybe a little upper cross syndrome. We start hiking that neck and shoulders up by our ears. Our hips are flexed too often. We start shortening some of those muscle groups and we lose flexibility, strength, endurance, and start getting more low back pain. The unintended consequences of our job start creating issues. So much like that penny jar, you just start throwing pennies in that jar and eventually it starts filling up. Well, we have to look at those consequences and go, what do we need to undo it? How do we need to change it? Sitting for work is just going to happen. How do I make it better? How do I undo the bad things that are happening to my body as I'm slouching with some of the good things between posture, specific exercises, or stretches, or taking breaks, or mixing up the workday between a sit and a stand station? We have to find ways to manage what we're doing to get the best outcomes possible, even though that sometimes it's working around a problem that we just can't completely resolve. We got to sit at the desk and computer, but we can make it less traumatic to the body.